Sonko Yakupon dia amaye sene da bia meka no se o che da sonko da krope o abraboma ne se odwen ne se de na obitimi aye e de ama wo ho obusua ene wo man na o de ama yi Onyankopon ni din na ye sene be ya da chi ye frɛ wa onsuso obenya asempapa bi ya kana no pei na ase nkwa na ye de ma ba bibia wo na wo hwɛ Adom TV Badwam adwumedie no e da ase papa or text messages 1760 and afi Facebook or multi TV world and I paying komodia ye bedie no say ye judgment debt amenyumeku ahodo pi no a wura wo media e wo mu da so e court ni musem construction pioneers ho nsem aba na enra mo amhwe nya adaji hwe GTV isan say eye Public Accounts Committee wo mujumedi no da so aye amuyi live ma man 40 na we call myjoyonline.com e wo ha se ura jogiri su dia kotudwa e Public Accounts Committee say judgment debt ye chiama construction pioneers no e ho asem no yenkobisa ura na ya asafo mafu kanef soafo a no hwe sika asem so chi obeye soafo a no hwe nwumasuan asem so e na afensu no ura e jogate isan se sa sika ye chiama omo no omo apensusu no musu mutia bi e ma e construction pioneers mu asem na ehu kakra ya be se ene ebinya mu nsem no na ura jogiri su se so ampasa na okoka no na emu nchiremu ene sen se mo amunim sa asem no ma bakosem no construction pioneers e adwumaku a omo e contract into major contracts road construction o memo ha na 1996 97 98 99 mu hono ano and as a construction jumedi course na yetua about 94 million cedis at the amount as judgment debt in the musam na SMP ye be say ensa be kan rajo gidiso na na atwetwe komo na deputy honorable minister for roads and highways aba ahoma no so a ye ne ba be din komo roads minister honorable minister, thank you very much for joining us and good morning to you, sir.
Good morning to you and your listeners.
How are you doing, sir?
By the grace of God, I'm surviving.
Right. We thank you very much for joining us here on Multi TV once again. We want to go into the issue of payment of judgment debt to construction pioneers, and you are reported to have said that in the payment of the 94 million cedis to CP, we should be going to the former Minister of Education and the former Minister of Finance, Mr. Osafo and Joe Gate, because they have some questions also to answer, particularly in the payment of about 40 million cedis to CP during between 2001 and 2005. Is that the case, and what is really the issue, sir?
Thanks very much. I think when we are relaying to the public, especially on very sensitive issues of this nature, it is very appropriate that we get our records and, for that matter, explanations on these issues well defined. I think this judgment debt situation is a situation on projects that CP constructed or undertook in the road sector from 1995 to around 2000 and 2001. This is a situation where the issues at stake had been default payment on works done and other interest accruing. It will be very interesting to put the situation in its right perspective. I think it is not a contentious issue that the government of Ghana owed CP, and this had been supported by various documents from the ministry through to other connected sectors. We in the road sector can testify that CP undertook projects both under the Ghana Highways Authority and the urban roads. As at 2001, there had been established certificates due for payment and others that later on were equally taken up. In all, the conclusion from the CP side was that they had not been paid, and that payment, which had been outstanding variously, has led up to the piling up through the years, and they, in pursuance of their attempts to get this money paid, took up the case both within the country and virtually outside. It is very interesting to note that in all these cases of address by the CP in taking up the case, various legal processes were involved. And what is of note, and which I would want to just put across, is that as far back as the 25th of April 2008, the then Attorney General, Jogati, in a letter addressed to the Minister of Finance and Economic Planning, the then Honorable Kwadwo Baweredu of late, indicated, among other things, that the government of Ghana owed the CP and advised that the finance minister to schedule payments under the letter he wrote in April 2008. What is very interesting is that these judgment debts are not debts which are specific to one particular project, to a number of projects which over the years had not been paid for. And as a result of the judgments and arbitrations that went on, especially the latest ones in the UK, which the CP took the case to, there was the ruling. In all the cases, the arbitration cases in the UK, CP was given the note that they should be paid the money. And it is very interesting that the then government, which was the NPP government, despite the availability of data which they themselves admitted, did not pay the CP the amount. For example, on one particular project, which is the construction of Obuasi Town roads, at the completion of the project in 2001, the amount that was due to be paid to CP was $6,785,592 US. But along the line, they did not pay. And until June 2008, CP finally engaged an enforcement agent and attached the assets of the government of Ghana in England. And including the assets was the assets of the Cocoa Board, which then compelled the then NPP administration to pay $50,073,212 US, not Ghana cedis. We are talking about dollars.
Right, but
so
Mr. Agidisu,
let me end before you come in. By this, the judgment debt rose from 6 million to 50 million, which is well over 180% had we paid that amount in 2003.
Right.
So it is a situation that has spanned over time. And then before I end, CP petitioned the then president, who then set up a committee. It is the committee that came up with recommendations to support the need for the payment. And yesterday, out of the write-up that I had referred to the Honorable Safo Manfo as the then Minister of Finance.
Exactly the point I was coming to.
That was not the case. By the time that was referred to, invariably, it would not have been Honorable Safo Manfo. But that does not take away the fact that the President set up a committee upon a receipt of a petition from CP, and the committee's recommendations never differed from the earlier submissions at the arbitration courts.
Right.
And as late as 23rd December 2008, after the first rounds of the election, the then Minister for Roads and Transport, Minister of Transportation, Honorable Dr. Richard Anani, equally wrote to the Attorney General indicating the indebtedness of the Ghana government under the projects that were undertaken by CP in both the urban roads as well as the Ghana Highways Authority.
So, Mr. Gidi, so what you seek to establish is that, well, when it comes to the payment of judgment debt to construction pioneers, NDC paid some amounts in the previous administration. The MPP came to pay some amounts, and the present administration has also paid some amounts to CP. Is that it? Is that correct, sir?
You see, I'm not a lawyer, but the layman's understanding which I have about the judgment debt is that for you to talk about judgment debt, it means that perhaps there is a dispute in terms of your honoring the payments. And these payments, as I noted earlier, had sprung, CP undertook these projects from 1995 to 2001. And for that matter, the situation is not within one particular regime. It spans about 2 or 3 governments. That is the PNDC government, no, the then
NDC government,
and the NPP government.
Right.
And what had been the major inference is that if these monies were paid punctually, there would not have been any judgment in terms of default in payment with its accruing interest. So it's a situation, it's a learning situation for us as a country. And for that matter, there is not the need for us to politicize the whole process. We should be very dispassionate about it. Where things have gone wrong as a country, we should admit that this is not the right thing we should do, because at the end of the day, it's the state that pays for whatever is the resultant action or inaction of a particular government.
But just before you go, Mr. Osafumaf, who spoke to our station, Joy FM, seems to suggest that, well, the 92 million cedis was paid in 2009.
92, what I'm saying is that, you see, the money is not, that does not mean that that was the total amount that was the work done by CP. And I'm making inference to a situation of one particular project, just one, the Obuasi Town Roads project. The total cost of the project at the time of completion in 2001 was was about $6 million US. But as a result of the default in payment from 2001 until CP was compelled to go and put embargo on Ghana property in the UK, then that the government at that time was forced to pay 15 million cedis, which was $50 million US, which is more than 180% of the cost of the project, which if we had paid in 2000, between 2001 and 2003,
right,
would have saved the government of Ghana well over 11 or 9 million Ghana US dollars.
So the MPP has questions to answer. Why they defaulted?
Coming again.
I'm saying that in this case, then the MPP also has questions to answer. Why they defaulted?
To answer.
Right.
Because as late as 23rd December 2008, Dr. Richard Anani admitted that works done from 2001, works which were completed by CP, 2001, until they were going out in 2008, payments were not made.
Right.
The records are there.
Right.
So it is not a case which one can be waving flags that the NPP, the accumulated interest and other costs,
right,
have been added on. And I'm citing only one particular project, which is the Obuasi Town Roads project,
right,
which was to cost $6 million if we had paid at the time. But because we defaulted in payment, and because the then government had to go to redeem the properties of Ghana, which were being taken as a result of the court judgment in the UK, they were forced to pay 15 million and over as default payment.
Right.
So otherwise, we would, as a government, would have to learn.
Wow.
And I don't want to jump the gun. The money that they are talking about, Ghana's payments, if as a lay person I am to even be running ahead of time, the legal department will have to indicate as to how they came to pay that amount. But from the records, it was when Ghana government's property, especially the accounts of the United Nations, was going to be Ghana shared by the CP in the U.S. That was when the government, the present government, was compelled to find ways of settling its debt with the CP to save the funds that were going to be the bank account of the UN accounts of Ghana, which was going to be frozen as a result of the non-payment of that amount.
Mr. Gidisu, we want to thank you very much for your time. I still want to remind you that you and I and this station have an appointment with our viewers.
I think I would definitely have to make time with you.
You need to.
On your network. I'm always very ready to come.
Thank you very much, sir.
Time has been a scarce commodity.
Sure.
Thanks very much.
Thank you very much once again. Minister of Roads and Highways, Joe Gidisu. I feel so no special forces. Say, yede babe ko all die be die, and I say win at all costs. And 170 saying na yene soja form penny for the home komo. It is an in the baby. On our face so no. Electoral Commission say biometric register and in the verification of baso. Nyami Adom this month. Good news for MPP and 170 saying. And I know pay Major Derek Oduro retired member of Parliament in the Nkranza North. Major, salute sir. Come, sir. And I feel so no. We cry. Okay. National Youth Organizer. So your platoon commander. So your field marshal. So your dear Abu Ramadan. National Youth Organizer. My PNC. Abu Akwaba.
Sergeant Major.
Where's Sergeant Major? Drum Sergeant Major and answer.
Belonging to the Special Force.
Special Force. So PNC grab here for yes, Special Forces.
Special Force.
Or my be who to me so military Major Meboa.
They would deal paratrooping only.
You say paratrooping, say Special Forces. You go Independence Square. Na ediye who ya a board binum one shall so move bizarre questions. Special Forces, Independence Square. Yeah.
Hello.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first group approaching the dais now is the Army Special Forces Unit, commanded by Captain F.A. with Lieutenant Frederick Amakwa as the two IC. Platoon commanders are Lieutenant Oscar Daniel Okuku and Lieutenant Christian Auku. As I said earlier, Special Forces are small fighting forces specially trained for making big destructive raids against enemy-held areas. They are dressed in the musketry order.
specially trained. So they have extra training information, and that is why they are the special forces.
Would like to add something?
Yes, you were asking about the mask and the camouflage you've done.
So special.
Air Force also march past to show that all the various units under the Ghana Armed Forces are ready to defend the cause of Mother Ghana.
Well, it's Special Forces, Ghana Army, Ghana Air Force, and Ghana Navy. And a Tiomon Canon. Now, and some na Koba, and now MPP for starting raising questions. Now, Yanko Mustafa Hamid, or a spokesperson to the presidential candidate of the New Patriotic Party, Pacho Yanko Yankote.
Mr. Mwande, thank you very much, and happy independence to you, sir.
Happy independence to you and your listeners.
Thank you very much for joining us. How did you spend?
Monfanchen, where Ura Emmanuel Bombandi, Executive Director for West African Network for Peace Building. Wano any need in common. Into Mumenti and we are Yakura Mustafa Hamid. So
very much, and happy independence to you, sir.
Happy independence to you and your listeners.
Thank you very much for joining us. How did you spend the day yesterday?
Just complete relaxation and reflection. I have been basically unavailable. I have assignments that keep me out, but I was back for the holiday and I was just resting at home.
So I guess you had the opportunity to watch the whole occasion, the Independence Call on TV.
I did.
Something striking, something curious happened on the grounds yesterday, particularly with the security forces who marched on the grounds yesterday, and particularly referring to the special forces who were paraded on the grounds yesterday. Have you seen anything like that in the annals of Ghana's army and police since we started marching on the Independence Square?
Very interesting the way you put the question. Doesn't mean because it has not been seen before, it cannot happen, isn't it? So in other words, the fact that we are now seeing such a special force is also an indication that our armed forces is taking to higher levels their capacity to be able to develop themselves to the level in which if there was a threat that was significant enough, we will be able to see them responding adequately to that threat. And so it depends on where you want to look at this. But from where I looked at this, I can compare it to the same situation in several countries, and that the whole purpose of a parade is to let the public be assured of the readiness of their armed forces to protect the territorial sovereignty of the country. And so if anything at all, it is good to see that our armed forces is capable of lifting themselves to a higher level in which the people of Ghana can be assured that they are prepared to mitigate any security threats that our country might face, particularly in the security context of West Africa today, looking at piracy in the Gulf of Guinea, looking at the threats to oil installations, hijackings, oil bunkerings within the context of our oil resources. It is good to see that the armed forces innovatively are lifting themselves up to that level.
But some people are kind of worried that why should we, kind of display them to the public now and at this time with the suggestion that, well, it looks like government is going to use these special forces to intimidate its opponents in upcoming elections. Is that the suggestion you also get?
You see, the problem, as you have summarized it, is not because of the special forces. That problem is associated with a political context in which the capacity to trust the institutions of the state, including the armed forces, continue to be a major challenge. Until the armed forces prove otherwise, you must not forget that, one, the hierarchy of the Ghana armed forces internationally have a certain credibility and professionalism that they must protect, whether in this government or the government before or the government that will come after this government. To that extent, if our hierarchy of the armed forces were to do anything that compromises on their own professional integrity, it does not become a problem of the government. It becomes a problem of the integrity of the men and women of the armed forces. So the question you should be asking is, why will the armed forces sacrifice their own integrity and professionalism, which augurs well for their own international reputation, not just as an armed forces, but individually, when they go out for peacekeeping duties, when they are able to demonstrate on their CVs for other duties that are outside the ambit of the Ghana Armed Forces. The point I want to make is very simple. When we are not able to trust the professionalism and the impartiality of key institutions of the state, particularly the security agencies, we create problems where the problems do not exist. And so for me, if you look at the United States, if you look at any country in the world, the readiness and preparedness to assure the people of that country that there is a preparation by their armed forces to respond to and mitigate any threat that will be against the security interests of that country is something that is done over and over once in a while. For example, the display of weapon systems at special parades, the display of new technologies are all supposed to ensure and guarantee in the public psyche the preparedness of the armed forces. And so my conclusion on this is, let's lower the bar of suspicion and give the armed forces the professionalism and respect that they have to protect the integrity of the country, rather than insinuating their professionalism and their bias. Let us see and monitor whether anything of that sort persists, then we can respond to it. But up to now, we have not seen any of that. In the past, so to speak, 20 years of our democratic dispensation, let's not begin to insinuate now.
And as we bring this, session to a close, do you think that the way and manner the special forces were displayed?
Well, until now, Nkomodi Ekoso, Executive Director at the West African Network for Peace Building, Ura Emmanuel Bombardini Netinga. Major, manage Emma say ne me wo ha san say sujani pani de so suja fo nsem ba eja ye laymen na ye civilians no na enyam kwansu bibi afim wo ye sujani pen no ne ma akoso ni ho yo abani na chichi mu kakra di asemo a special forces no di a o madwuma ne de yan wo mu se owura tentane ni atwenkomo na chire major starting no wi a ye bebo asujafo anu yie wo ne abani na mu.
Yo, Minia, me that's a bebre. I'm saying, my father, I can't hear so. Actually, one more and one more ETA and the pay moon in our shedding. Ubia said, washing the BB, Ubia, Bibian to know now in a Juma come, Ubian Coson one in a Juma. If you say Emrepa, oh, am I? When Uncle on share my aunt, not of him, said the Timui, Emrepa, oh, my Minia made us bebre, said. Wama me sa kwanye special force am say soje ni a wonim bibia no Constitution of Ghana article 210 de soje ni bia nim Sa a article in the create Ghana Armed Forces.
Okay.
Ghana Armed Forces a bako pe. Now what's it?
What's the article saying?
210.
210. Okay.
210. Now sa article 210 in the chest say Ghana ebeti Armed Forces. Now Armed Forces no Army, Navy, and Air Force, and other services like say 37 work services engineers, pay office, any other in all your friend support services. Army, Navy, Air Force no amoma defending the territorial integrity of the territorial waters and whatever you think of Ghana as a country. Now, and no, I was article equals our subsection 2 I can say no person. My
main count
okay,
article 2101 or say there shall be an armed forces of Ghana which shall consist of the Army, the Navy, and the Air Force, and such other services for which provision is made by Parliament. 2. No person shall raise an armed force except by or under the authority of an act of Parliament. 3. The armed forces shall be equipped and maintained to perform their role of defense of Ghana as well as other functions for the development of Ghana as the president may determine. And only 210.
Yes. Now the American 210 subsection 2 no and na man that's what can obi anywhere obetimi ate armed forces. And now say soldier adwuma bia apart from the Ghana Armed Forces Army, Navy, Air Force and a constitute Ghana Armed Forces no bia no obetimi ate age say ye the parliament say here say ate armed forces special say hwan you na parliament approve ni aye act aye mra e dia to so and am person obi atwe na adwene si so say mra yi ni ate parliament actually say armed forces ni ebenya units ewo Navy so many units, Army so many units, and the Shishemunu de una obey say sa here I can say oh a unity be any diaba on the Army, on the Air Force, on the Navy, and yet training or more for specific tax beer many a be any problem. But I so create armed forces and that's the canon special force be our parliament and my approval. One country will be now the white being cockotisa force no. It's your constitution, no, and actually be a baby contact. But it be a your constitution of Ghana. Would the officer what for ready? And thou bet to boy a child as your Frau Volta any free Frau so and you're done on puffing back and walk. You're done on female ya. And what is your son? What do I say? We so medium mato dear. Nada and Puffy, Yaria, on fin a bayano, and then I'll be 2 years be at your constitution, ya. Ubemuha conta. So, won't your constitution, there's no problem. Now, what share history? So, the Nibia, you are winning the history of Ghana. What would him say? Kwame Nkrumah on the CPP. Charge, one of the charges, the charges be bra, only FSO Muti 2, no, Soldier 42, no. That's the 66 school, no. One of them, I saw the Nibia name. When you cry, no, was charging was POG.
And that's the
President's own guards.
Oh, okay.
Kwame Nkrumah special force be. One would defending on, one be different. One would dressing, one would even administration cried the moment. As against the regular force, no. Inti soldier for, then you are more dead. Into charge now, no. A home. Now, Yamra Rollins time, PNDC time. PNDC time, Rollins at commandos.
64.
Commandos.
64.
No. You
as for commandos, na 64.
They win him next year. Me work before now no home kind. What he commandos? Mobile to them chroma. Not regular force or you train you Libya and other eastern countries. So now by no them chroma commandos. So matter they almost different. One be different. Near they Unam Krokran idea, no Macra was a media boyfriend, your commando, or who regular soldier, now Tizino. So, am I at the confusion? I'm telling you, Abba Sojem, and you think soldier from Penny for Transi, or Manfred Yabrokra. Now Rollins, now commander in chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, but soldier from Penny for Transi. So, even though now commander in chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, by the veteran, when I the head of state, but wait, constitutional, Emma Honkwine. What special force, and I'm sorry, it took Kwame Nkrumah. Quickly, no, and Rollins, make you U-turn, and we'll go commandos, you know. And no mass uncle na co training. Yeah, on passing through enlistment process. Ghana Armed Forces enlistment, recruitment process. And one regimental numbers. And one co training, mom training or more. The number required to train a soldier biano, no more firm, or you know. And one could see another unit.
Okay.
I have a 64 infantry battalion. There were so many battalions. I litter around the country. And the Adom Kokoya 64 infantry battalion. Now, some battalion, no, and only a reserve unit, say, the BB, a year, they are immediately there.
Rapid response.
That is it. Now, go through some transformation. If you say, some special force, no commandos, no, not near man, no more, and Garcia, no, go soldier for Krum, just because. Not the perception that's what I say. Oh,
more guess.
Yeah, special.
More guess.
Yeah, say, you guess no, there no, you guess no. So, and you know, one try to modify regular soldiers, regular forces, regular army officers. If you sue into the system, into a kaya MPP by no. Transfers ne aya omdi nipa fro be kan wo mo free e bia tamale sunyan ho takrade e be wura mu ne ade bebre enti no na ye 64 infantry regiment ho but na unhu ne say na mo ye special PNDC gas no mo ho a wo ye special operations special escorts to the president and that kind of thing no wo ye side duties no kura unim say ye Ghana Armed Forces unity no ba kono no enti na entomre bia enti sa commandos no de bae no na soja futia and NDC and so about special force I don't care whether it exists or it doesn't exist nya no ho na mehwe so ho say ni ho ye hu no Independence Square the omutu that idea no very bad and say anka one mo de sa ayinu kura it unnecessary
say they on back one no
yes because ye de parade no army or navy or air force or police or fire service ni ada paramilitary nyina or security agencies nyina or and the school for ni ada institutions or identity cover special force at this time so mo a unit and say one mo the special force we kura no what here how they ba why this time when
why this time, you know, Yadia, Mibisa, Kenel Mauni Atintande, Director of Public Affairs at the Ghana Armed Forces, Enra Ewo Asempefem. Yenkoti answers for the mind why at this time Special Force at the Ghana Armed Forces. Kenel Mauni Atintande.
What I said in the morning, I've been saying since then, throughout the whole day, to all networks, is that this idea of special forces is not a new thing. And we in the armed forces do appreciate and do evaluate the challenges that this country faces. It's a regular feature. We do it every time. And so we think that the time has come for us to have these forces and to be able to deal with the situation.
Asempa FM.
It is not about elections. It is not about intimidating anybody. You, the public, the Ghanaian people, are paying us to do our job. How do we do our job? That is left to us. All right? And the job we have to do it because all of us must survive, all of us must live, this country must be peaceful. All right? So that is what we are doing. Showing the special forces out there is not to intimidate anybody, and we didn't create special forces because of elections. Elections is only once every 4 years. But this country faces more challenges every day than the election period. And if this country is not peaceful, we can't have elections. If this country is not stable, we can't have elections. And so let Ghanaians understand that we showcasing the special forces is for them to know that, yes, we are capable of dealing with the situation so that Ghana will be free. We want Ghanaians to rely on us and to depend on us because we have the wherewithal to do the job that they are paying us to do. So it is not about intimidating anybody. Let everybody understand. We have a role to play in the election, and that role we play in support of the police as part of the Election Security Task Force. There is nothing else to it. So let everybody rest assured that this is not a game. We want, the challenges we have are too many, and we all know it. That is why we have new ships, we have new aircraft, we have new weapons, we are recruiting more people, because the challenges today are different from what they were 10 years ago. And I believe that in 10 years' time, we will even change many of the things that we are doing today, because the challenges then will be different. And we have to be ahead of our challenges all the time. So please let Ghana rest assured that, look, it is not about elections, it is not about intimidating anybody.
Right.
It's about showing you that, yes, you can't trust the Ghana Armed Forces to do what they have to do.
Right, Colonel, thank you for that. But what are these new challenges that confronts this country, which has occasioned the formation of these special forces? I ask this because we want the public and the general public to help, face these challenges head on with the Ghana Armed Forces in collaboration. So what are these challenges? So Ghanaians will be aware and we will be able to be put in a certain position.
You are in the media that you should be able to also understand that clearly. At least every day you talk about piracy, don't you? Piracy at sea. Okay? You have heard about Boko Haram in Nigeria. There are many of these challenges that are taking place. So these are not normal, things that happen on a routine basis, no. So they are serious ones that we have to deal with. All right? You can't have piracy at sea, for example, where you would just walk on the water to go and fight. You have to get out there well-equipped, well-experienced, well-trained, very professional. You deal with the job quickly, swiftly, and get out. And that is what we have to do. So the challenges are there, which all of us we know. You understand that?
I do. Would you be kind to tell us exactly when these special forces came into?
We don't need to tell you when they were. The armed forces are restructuring all the time, and to address the problem. That's why I'm saying that in 10 years' time, we may change the things that we are having today, because the challenges then will change. Because the system is dynamic. We're in the 21st century. We're no longer in the 20th century. So we will have to be ahead of us. And we will have to even improve ourselves so that we have an international standing. And so that's the most important thing. So Ghanaians should not be worried too much about when these forces were there or how big they are or whatever. They should be interested that, yes, the Ghana Armed Forces that they are paying to be maintained are people who can deal with the situation so that we can have our peace.
Mbawini Atintande, Director of Public Affairs, Ghana Armed Forces. Major, when your answers?
Yeah. Well, Atintande, Director of DPR, that is the Directorate of Public Relations. He has a problem. Problem, I already say, is we defend the problem. Government, Akakofaba. When they so defend it, and so you be to say something to defend.
But many ora bomba kasa okwa America yo marine one for Tigana yes
marine na omo ho no omo parliament approve. Ghana approve army, navy, air force. No special force.
Parliament wo wa ko bisa ho asoma na. So okay, committee on defense.
Me member of defense and
Ubebisa, file agent question. Maye.
Oh, master, that's a pray there by also. You not who a free minister, so mammy Yano. Now, me the person me say, was it was special there was a special challenges. Special challenges ben any face here was say you got special force parliament in your way.
Boko Haram
e Ghana.
Say ben dodo.
Boko Haram e Ghana. Ye ni Boko Haram.
O say amanfo wi oil
Boko yen ya haram yen e Ghana.
Obi anya e dey.
Obi ambuko yen ya haram yen e Ghana. Na Ghana Armed Forces so you're confident. The trust and confidence in the Ghana Armed Forces. They're good everywhere. Ten be our training. And this I would trust and confidence. President Liman, President Mills, any trust, any confidence our Ghana Armed Forces more. I'm sorry. Sir, I work one more matching. You did be Ghana. British trained Kabat, British trained soldier Biano. You dig hills.
Where are they?
You dig hills.
Oh,
Massa. You dig the hills, swing the arms.
Oh, count to be at a more say. Oh, that we at a major. I have a job. Major, yet I'm in Pacho. I'm all for best one.
No, interest, no, you know, I can, but let's say, young cases, no. Mister, you dig the hills. Hills.
Who don't necessarily from say?
No, I get arms to the shoulder level.
No, I understand you.
Forward and back. Chin in, chest out. Soldier, British trained soldier. No.
Now where, friend?
Where? See you harmony too much. So now where you are down 9 flat foot pine Eastern Bloc, Russia for any matches are. So I'm not surprised. So say our friends a special force. Parliamentary approve here. Maybe special force. Yes, me no ya say a special force. Now special force when they from Parliament near approve. Now the Americans say. Time no yet no. Time na this half force yaba no. We bra last year. President Mills Saba Parliament abeka say. Na now do aka all die be die. And intino what they put to the security agencies
on red alert.
On red alert. Red alert it say no fare ba ni so state of emergency. Situation be a warranties are not what the state of emergency at all to enable you to act in certain situations that are normal. So, permit you. Red alert, no, at the security agencies, no, put on ready. All fighting equipment, everything ready to engage the coming enemy now. What you perceive yourself, enemy be bano. All die be die. We know a year we put the Ghana Armed Forces on red alert. Now, up to this time, near Fisa be a red alert. I can't want some more parliament to pay. Up to this time, I make us say, you can't reduce the red alert. You're standing it down. Then, I was standing it down. That's why I got take special force. So, Momra, I compliment it. Why was some now red alert now? Can or die be die? No, anything. Memo me japade ho ba memo mu nwane gina ho na defend o japade no na wakote wakose red alert na anu achi no wakote special force special force no so no wo mo equipment bibia o mu yusuo bia no special enye Ghana Armed Forces edia ho na ma kwan e ma order those military items no wo je permission wo de budget team ehefa na nya ya wo da special wo niam na hye hye mo na anim ni ad no ye ni bi wo Ghana Armed Forces. So you need anywhere and can you dressing home? Kids na issue no. BOD ebaniad no. Special. When special force no. You need you ho. And you know, so wa ko special force. No one found for parliament. Na so wa ko tia. And you know say what who be.
Na me new baby finally asana abuaba mu no. So ade na ase MPP for abomu hu ase we ye mu hu bi sa no.
Hwe kaba. Makano ebre bia say Bonikasia MPP PNC CPP and PPP other opposition parties no Bonikasia ombeye ni say won betra wa ye hwe ha ama niema SSF akwam say de be ya peace and tranquility ebeba e wa abato emu so omo anye na say Boni because na say elections na anye peaceful. Asundie no eba this opposition party because ye wonyam say de ne magu akwam kwa ya faso a enema no say you see
because na maso mu amokan sa
enu ntini say wa anka na ya ndo foforto na umia wano na say boni bi ba boni na ba esra nyina na asudi a dwumadi a Ghana for de ahye sa opposition for nsase yenye ye ma government no entra na so nye de say omo ye no na yedi ho fo
major me da say abu me tell special forces matters arising answers about Kenatintandi Akasa was special challenges are confronting Ghana at this time. Yenya oil, piracy, air coastal, Boko Haram ben dodo any other internal issues as say ye na itimi masumdwe ba maunya reshemu say Ghana Army sasem bisi a ombebo ehun ban senia om oath ni kire no ana
yo kaba medical chia with omo he na Ghana fani na the dikan let me say can attend the omo PRO no by onwane kasa but they said they don't even have confidence in the regular army. Routines and some more kind. Yeah. They have lost confidence.
But obetimi ama one so akra nka be me.
Say or person or said they've lost confidence in the regular army such that they need to set up a separate unit or a separate group to man the security of this country. It's also my example, say piracy, pirates, no. Or say if pirates come, you can't just go out there and when you need to go there prepared. And you need to go there with people with special training and expertise. And we know the army, the Ghana Armed Forces is there. The Navy force is there and they are trained to protect us, our territorial waters. In Sana, by dint of your comments, you know, I am beginning to believe that you, the top hierarchy of the Ghana Armed Forces, don't even have confidence in your boys at below you.
Has some beside my or family, family, America, Tamu Kukum Bin Laden, one more regular me ho, and so you're the Marine Corps. The
Marine Corps is part of the regular army. Yes. The Marine Corps is part of the regular army in America. The Marine Corps is part of the regular army in America. It's not the new group. There be a new group here. But my biggest, the special force or no special force, I'm not worried. Because there is one thing we must all know. They can give the special forces any type of ammunition they want. If they want, they should give them the poisonous gases that we used during the Second World War and the First World War. The power of the masses when it decides to stand. No amount of special forces can prevent it. Or can prevent it from happening. Are they? Why now ammunition in Gaddafi? Why now ammunition in Hosni Mubarak? Why now ammunition for former president of Tunisia? Iraq, Saddam Hussein. Who had more ammunition than Saddam? Where are these people today? When the masses or the people of this country rise, and they say, no, where we are going, look, you can deploy the entire army into one zone. And the people
and the audience say you're mobile for a special reason beyond army for the
mechanism. I'm not worried, but I'm a little worried with actions that have gone on, and considering the fact that this is the 6th March parade celebration that is preceding the elections in December, and for that matter, why or what have necessitated the introduction or the outdooring of this group now? Most important, let us not forget one significant thing that happened on 6th of March. That was the issuance of kind of saying ministerial reshuffle. Ministerial reshuffle listed by the well perceived, you kind of saying the well perceived friends and Langard. Today is the regional minister of Greater Accra. The perception that we all have, people say it everywhere. The Honorable Nia Fotiagbo is a Langard, and for that matter, he controls Langards. Today is the Greater Accra Regional Minister. After
allegation,
I'm not making me say Nkofo Eneka.
Okay.
Because I know it for a fact. Nkofo Eneka, say or a Langard. Now, if his appointment will come 2 or 3 hours after the outdooring of a special force. If his appointment will come 2 or 3 hours after the appointment of a special force. And then you assemble a poll. But me the can say, I believe the government of the day should know better. Whoever muted this idea to government of Ghana, say yes, special force, special equipment. And Honorable, my example. What caused some of the things that caused or precipitated the overthrow of Nkrumah in 1966 was the creation of a special unit within the military that seemed to be acting differently or being treated different from the main military. You can't say, boys, no. And no, Madame Fubako Army, and I'm a friend of mine and say, so special forces, no. Is it the recruitment of individuals within the various units, no? The existing one?
From the look of things, I'm saying, woman that are selected omubi ni akọ training omo na
o de nyantomago wo say me say ana aden omo wom dada na mako sisa omo so recruitment ka ho new recruitment for this particular exercise was done. And me say what is the rationale? Unless it's excellent, unko president is re o ka woni team go for ye ba chiro. So special force any dia bad. But I believe in the professionalism of the army. The army have come to agree, say, they don't have any place within the corridors of power. But the only place they have is going on peacekeeping missions and protecting the territorial areas of Ghana. And for that matter, protecting the lives of the ordinary Ghanaian. In the army, say there is no way the army will come back and stage a coup. But as much as possible, let us have that confidence. Me, I'm confident that the Ghana Armed Forces in 2012 would vote massively in sign of protest because the despondency on the ground within the barracks in Ghana. Go to the barracks and ask them the complaints they are making. Abaya mutimi di omu trust security agencies.
This many biaka sa omo ka say about we say buy ya to market you mu pa.
Say eno no e yankofo bi no omu fi baby omo ami no. I can assure you that person you talk to is somebody who belongs family lineage. He's been there because he's in the army. He can't talk about it. He can't talk about politics. But it is there. But the neutral ones will tell you. Abaya mutimi di security agencies frontro. Some CSTS down. Till today, the president has not even, the government of Ghana have not even had the courtesy to apologize to the security agencies for raising their hopes so high and dashing it down. And then accommodation is a problem in the army. Accommodation, maybe better recruits better. It's a big problem. Into the despondency on the ground when it comes to the army. I'm not second guessing the response of the army during the elections. Not at all. Intermediate, I have confidence. They will come out and protect. Let's help them protect.
You saw it in text messages 1760 facebook.com/multitude. Major, your money top 5 was asking me moving on to your next issue. Sika Yama construction pioneers any judgment that you won't serve now. And she say, you know, the Ben here say, Sir Parliament will be Sir more Parliament. The Ben potting.
Your Kwan baby. I be first way me handle this issue. Maybe say your defense and interior committee.
We are member.
Me a member. Me di mo akotene pa. E be too one among because a security issue, a defense issue. Now, any betimi I put to parliamentary question. Any member, especially me and my say. Most of the questions now on armed forces on money I don't know.
One a year.
The parliament, Emma minister no, ebe yi ano, ebe timi afa honsa. But me they are not making say they mean Ramadan kind. If I can see no ejina Ghana for no ekwa akoto aba no. Ghanaian soldier sabi enya stupid. Say koye de ense say we ye no akwakoye. Said the Ramanakano, hey, could be anywhere a bit Ghana beam because Ghanaian soldier is no more to be used for any IBR military.
Cars a positive defiance.
No way for positive defiance. Now, me can't want them. Ghanaian soldier be anywhere. They say, "Bet me I come misuse no." Okay, and so easier because Ghanaian soldier be any biano. You who say you were unlawful order. You can't say move. Now just because it's an order giving you until you move. But there's so who say movement now was he moving a number of council. Otherwise, Ghanaian soldier will not move. Would you train no? Man, whatever weapons will be with the in any wrong thing against the constitution, he will never do it. Until me, I bet me 10 years against you. So if he say, Bibi new in somewhere, and we also nipantit and quarantine. We don't have that situation. Train the Ghana Armed Forces. Upa, training syllabus no, upgrade no. May include whatever a EBR per se. Ghanaian soldier will do it. They have the ability, capability, and everything to do whatever. Ufisa omonye war. enti na hu hia say we be create special force say we need intention be say we dey kwa use wo for any special thing because we put some group of people be see wo na say we conscientize wo mo more some special orders be so am special tax bi a nipa kakra e bi de obetimi ache wo madwen but the larger Ghana armed forces untimi enya because obi wo ban for they will see through we say they are no enam emrakwan so some of them will even kick against you
right
Major Kaba quickly Mr. I think there's a need for us as political parties yenka etimu. And let's insist that during this December elections, the authority of controlling the security of this country should be taken away from the politician.
Hey.
Yes.
Yes.
2008. Yet to about Okruman. The regional minister's powers as chairman of RESEC was taken away. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. And was given to the regional police commander. So he had an independent mind and was responsible for any decision he takes.
Two parties say you to a bar. You need to me a commander in chief of armed forces our president semno. You former chief of defense staff and answer why.
Yes, precisely.
No, I remember tracing the point now Okano.
Precisely.
Hey,
I remember tracing the point now Okano. Kufuor time. Well, who's a political situation here so tense?
Yeah.
Now no was say dissect district security committees no. Any RESEC regional security councils ni adini nyina no those omo a leader no regional minister DC ni adini nyina yam former police commanders no
and to handle
they your adwuma na work perfectly well.
So we should insist on that system.
Peace emra election no based on certain president to bet member that orders no no ma ye na yen sa no so no e ma bibia to di e ma you know ekoi anu na nam so e ma ntokwa bia ma NDC etminya ebia ekonya no se ka ebia akoye different ayi bia nka bone bai e ya adwen papa ayeso obi afa because wo hwe de esi ko so a atiwa ene other place na ye by election no a bone sina so kusa police ni a wo se gise minya instructions from the above from either the regional minister or from the district chief executive,
and that's dangerous.
I know a political head and in one kuntia na yi to ye bun crofo sem crofo ka aye pam crofo free police stations no na sa nipakuwa yi aye din o tane aye blind eye to the situation here ye na ye din samone and this adwen na Kufuor fa ya o change that situation no e boa pa into obi are committed to peace and yes o do wan na ka me dem me pass me dem me pese peace me hwe say peace ebeba before during and after then so niam a wo ye no enye ayi na kwoti special force at this time to come and counter adwen papa ne niam a ese de gu akwama election no koso kama no now de be ye ya entwa yie kura kaba
Penny, yada say that you gusa ya pem so call or text message adwen chebia or the beba or contrary view to opinions and penny for a share or jumedi so abeti media brain 1760. But if I am paying so near corner, commander, so I don't know fan baby na shall say that payment of judgment debt to construction pioneers. I in simple. Ura media that's why court construction pioneers the public accounts committee. I shall say at Nasi Ejinwa Drenchre. Nandra Jogi Disu, Minister for Roads and Highways, and Indian Comosiciano, Okohobi. Now, some new Chiremuni, a station, we Mirano. Joy FM komodie no ano akoba sese MPP for say almost more anu ye bi eso mo de ba isan so almost more pension no sika no ne penso a ne breso esenka ye tua no MPP for antua ma sika ne twentwen so 2009 na accrue more interest ama o ya kwa akoboka opani sese ba bi asem na kwa koduro no judgment that ho tua no ho nsem nyina no yes MPP for obi ka obi ma mpani for ba bi ekeka ko ugidi se sa emu chechiremu no sika baby atua no ebinum a yese ompo so omsaka ne ade ho asem te say
yo kaba em say se de ope politician na so ashi wokruma pa je ogirisu
ade
we de wa copy wrong place at the wrong time obi akosua sebe with the membody but obi akosua ni load na wo wase mi dware aba wo ba and wa sambeso a unye din kan wo so na wo hwihwiri e kire Ghana for. You don't know the genesis of this matter. But the way manner the sector minister is going about trying hard to defend the decision of the payment of 92 million to the current CP, no, it's interesting.
But say na juma.
Ene
juma.
Meba. Wo the network we so boy meeting. And I'm in my public accounts. Let me check your office here meetings. But who take your kind now? Was it not a can 6 million? And then moving from 6 million to 50 million because the XY administration refused to honor some payments. So how come did it move from 50 million to 92 million? Every 50 million. Now, since I could pay 92 million a year, and then as I could draw in a space of less than 2 years. In a space of not less than 2 years. And now here dates, no quote here. He was quoting 2006. So if it's 2006 to 2008, in 2 years, from 6 million, it rose to 50 million. In less than 2 years, you are supposed to pay that 15 million. What could turn upon 92 million? And then they can want them. Then you have them trying so hard to do political equalization. Is that what we are interested in as a people? Alaji Baturi, I beg him. Story be Alaji. But this is not start here. President Kufuor cited for fraud over judgment debt. But if he wants people to take his newspaper serious, he should stop publishing such stories.
But what quote to documents and President issued certain instructions.
Kaba, per what I'm reading now, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, what I'm reading here doesn't make sense. But today is noted for writing such articles. This same judgment debt issue. OBM wants stories. What try you share the foja? You can't say OBM or Ojan stories. Because you really don't have substance to add to what you are writing.
The day I say almost Uncle Fanny Beam.
Almost Uncle Fanny Beam. Almost Uncle Fanny Beam. But at this juncture, you stopped writing when he was released. Because you started writing some 2-3 days. Then when he was arrested, it came a coincidence with Bemu into a Nyaja. Alaji Bature, please, let's take ourselves serious as a country. But the mechanism said, if today we will pay judgment debts of 92 million, we will pay judgment debts of 51 million to 2 separate individuals. Now say signed to Chromabium, now say Benya minister or best signed contract. When in 2006, the entire expenditure about printing of books for textbooks for primary schools and JSS. In 2006, a whole fiscal year, Ghana Bank spending 40 million to print textbooks and exercise books. And then we are spending 44 million to print just one type of graph, map book. The no draw African map, ni Nigeria, no more draw Togo, no more draw Cape Verde, no more draw, no cry and throw a lot of coin. It doesn't show you the graphs, it's just the maps. And it writes a brief history about the country just to print map, atlas map. We are spending 44 million. Yet the Krum we say, and we run this kind of expenditure. As against the taxpayers' money in the then we want to do political equalization. Even on this atlas, they are trying to say, oh, but in Kufuor's era, say Kufuor musu LEB. And I'm NDC, no dream. Was it na MPP adena MPP for the bi omoya ya na yesu ye kakre bia na be dane asem me say
NDC ne be
da bi yesu me ho dwiri me so MPP for ye na so mo be ye kakre bia na be dane asem. Who has said this before? As a country, are we taking ourselves serious? But media the person can say Jogi the student say he should stop contradicting himself. He should stop worrying himself trying to explain. The first day I went to public accounts. I watched him. He was confused and he didn't know what to say. And also, after I made him chief director, say, he didn't want his chief directors to appear before the public accounts committee.
No, because and also because as some reason I know you were can say
also cabinet meeting.
Also a cabinet meeting. And as some no send idea or person no can satna say na asem no ono achire mu send asem ne tie. Sa no kai.
On what else no church we are new in the ministry. How do you sit down and try to explain what has happened in the past?
Apprising himself of all the details.
He's appraised himself. And that day he was asking simple questions you couldn't answer. Obia, who are praising with the issues. You ask simple, basic questions. When do you want? I'm a mobile team say.
Or trust a public accounts committee to get to the bottom of this judgment debt matter.
The public accounts committee, as it stands now, hasn't got time on its side. I don't know how many. Because as of now, they have not finished with 2009. For them to come to 2010. And we are just 8 months to an election. They are MPs. They need to go back into their constituencies and campaign. At what point would they break parliamentary sitting to allow them to go and campaign? I have confidence in the public accounts, but I believe they don't have time. But Timo Beye and skirmishes, sorry for you. I should appear there again.
So can some man or time no in for documents in the man. And I want to say
and the Oko see I didn't go there.
I say I did your friend.
But Timo, they will dig enough for make Canada now. Kaba. Obaba, who first in the history of this country, first Attorney General. Anyone who has should go down in the history of this country again as the first person to be imprisoned, as a former government official. First female. Former government official to go to prison.
I don't know prejudice.
I'm not prejudiced.
Investigations.
No, Mr. 1 year.
1 year say.
Based on you can say proceedings I see so far and the documentation in the public domain.
Court may are finding the guilty say idea or you know any court to no find
sir Kaba, I don't need to take it to go. We are in the court of public opinion. We are in the court of public opinion. So because the law courts have no rule, we don't have a sense of our own. The air canon no Kaba. Is that what we are saying? And now some call education here. A Kabubra was signed a Kukuabisi Ghana for 44 million. And that contract is so smelly. Some person who contract to
I said there's nothing wrong with it.
So
na kasa o ho
Kaba, then na wo me
that interview no antie.
Kaba, me say me ba. Then na wo me ba ma contract say be si dan ma me. Na maka just me ko di loan wo bank. Na loan na me ko di wo bank no. Mpesa wo tua interest no loan so. Who has heard this arrangement before? And the government is acquiring loan from the bank. Now government acquire 29% interest per annum. This is unheard of. MPs more parliament. MPs go more parliament. The whole government entity, you know, as government, as ministry, you know. Because loans, at what rate is it given to them? And even that one, they negotiate for further reduction in their interest rate. You know. Now government, yeah, sorry, I could sign contract, I could do loan at 29% interest rate. And what is the interest of those companies who have been awarded a contract to say they are paying 12% of the interest for government of Ghana? Now, you profit could say 12% based on your profit back to government. That tells you where the problem is. That tells you say during B1 44 million, who charge 12% on interest rate on that money. Now who company no who profit na hina wunya. And that's also be benevolent job. Who Ghana ma hu dia wo ye.
Major, sir, judgment debt ho asemi aba public accounts. Baby akakwe abo raise a very fundamental issue say over time niam ya bemben dodo. Ahwe ekura wo muntimi nwie nsemi na parliament we no ewu ama ya koto aba. Ekoba ni sa nhwemu o ma asase o mo ye no. You bet me a carry no into a new parliament after 2013.
Yo, bedasi. Say, no correct. Time with ye. So we bibi wo na so we you 24 hours in a day. 24 hours no. Period bi wo ha wo de beda. E bi wo ha wo de be call parliament akoye parliament adwuma. And e bi wo time bi wo ha wo de be akoye committee assignment said the public account ni nyina. And I say election year so mu na we say obi aso koye election enti de waka me ne ya adwen say ahwe ye kura because reports are egu wo mu anim no enye ketwa auditors report na o mbehwe mu afrefre other departments ne agencies no ama o mabi ya no edoso enu enti ne betimi aba say wo mu ntimi enye nyina ansana ebia o mo agya hwako but judgment debt na he kan ho asemi ya NDC for ya no more problem so mo ye boni bi na se boni no pie abonten a na wo hwe na chia say na we de we anye bi Honorable George Disu Elkano was it from 1995 and a yina adidia aba ada no kopiki $6 million MPP entria and a compound wa bedru $15 million Kaba, $15 million. And then 90, what's it? 94 and 92. 92 million. Difference in him. Difference, no, side difference, no, from 15. So what's it? Town Rose, and on we are 6 million. And the MPP entry, Sakan Kamuya, Juma CP4 year, Juma, and the MPP entry, and the DDR ABC 15 million. Any 92 difference in him. Sa 92 no hefa no. You see, yeah the can say, sa what the car, utimi to two cano. Sa what the car say to two cano. Yes, what minister, you know, no problem. Say a genuine payment and no problem. It's different from say, wobi obi aka no obi babajiska. And na kwanya ofa so ututu cano. And na we schedule with debt no. Nyina na a negotiation. The yanya aye musuo pa eye dwiri mu abedi amagana. Say woni nkrofo betena ase. Woton kunkunte. Ghana abai e kan so beton kunkunte no yantimi anto ye de oka fabra court. Ni betua judgment date ma. Ene di pakro de aba. Oh yantena ase yenye negotiation say oh ye betua ni etua. Eno ho asem ne ye ka no. Na say ye genuine payment ene bia Ghana niska. Ene bia atwentwen so a ye tutu ka no a ene bia akoduru say ya. Na say woni ni pakro ntena ase na woni ne hye ka no. Ana say court genuine no na ko defend na mpa na say wo de ka no na say wo tua enfum so bia ni ho so 15 million ono an e ka no na ye den ya koduru 92 million adan won kire mu ho so wonni bibia ho idea ye busa wa kan say mini ho idea say kan say George di sumeyi e bia BMW bia ye toma no a e bi ma Ghana da e na contractor for atoma no
ona wo de won de massage ni pa no
se massage ni po ka ye wo jacuzzi nso o ka mu e ya tama wo
massage bruta
na wo boss atame massage ko si castle e ne ye frɛ se bra be yia no a ene de perfect na kokɔ yia no na mom se judgment that now ni mom se duru ba bi o kan say ande agi se judge friend say lawyers no nya de say clearly say wonni ho idea ne nti no obi na ba be yia no na se obeka no kan say 15 million na 50 million and 92 million and say kwa na mutu ya 92 million no
ya bra so say kwa ka be sima na ye ko na
quickly unim sa CP contract we.
Yes,
the genesis of it, the contract was illegally signed in 1996 2 days to elections, and it was signed by the sector minister. Sector minister and a signed contract which is not in conformity with the ministry's arrangements.
Me da say akasima na ne ebekọ na obi amenya tutu Electoral Commission for the about daily graphical biometric systems to take off voters to be verified. Now say more than 23,000 pieces of equipment are being procured by the Electoral Commission for the verification of voters during the December general election. Dr. Kojo Afarijan, chairman of the Electoral Commission, has said one verification equipment will be given to each of the more than 22,000 polling stations, while an extra equipment will be provided for each of the 230 constituencies to cater for any possible breakdown of the equipment on voting day. Until here, some are reticent, someone.
Let me say it's a victory for certain ones of us who champion the cause for verification. We talk about your okay. Who did the Okroma, issue statement, and finally it has happened. But one important thing, message or more here with TV so Munkanche Muma Munyano Madofo Mubako registration.
No matter if you do watch it.
They should make sure they are 18 years. But Titru Party they can dim a registration with Okwa. Making sure said the Unsana or to glass so they are their pick bio data. Making sure said the 2 winnings in what paper glass no so. Udu akata say Mr. Udia paper suye paper so kakramami and some mensakoso. The machine is such that every 5 people that their fingers go on, the 6th person, it doesn't pick your data well. In TV on voting day, Obana sa obe tuaba. That's a nipa 5 the omonsa toso. The 6th person that will come, although your name is there, it will reject it. It will reject it. So Electoral Commission is providing machine or provide you with cleaners, special cleaners on paper glass. Into do announce what Monday can panel on paper glass in Senegal. I didn't sense you know. Be you may pick data. Abu
made I say one quick message about Emmanuel Ajima. Ghanaians do not need any special force. They don't have anything to secure because we in Ghana here, where 40 armed robbers storm Bantama, brutalizing civilians and collecting their belongings, taxpayers' money and oil and all that. We don't need it. Okay. Any idea about Major? Me and you.
Yeah.
Quick, and now 2 minutes.
And 2 minutes, meaning I may body tell. Tewame bone say yeda opposition ase. Say the minia Ramadan come.
I'm for some opposition, you do better than in government.
Oh, yeah, your government is better because a banner say better than so be say no.
Kaba on one philosophy na we
philosophy
we are good. No matter where you are put. Your kwa be mo are good. Your ba opposition are good because you ni madwuma no. ID photo ID MPP for na put pressure our government so ma dey buy. Say biometric verification MPP agina wo na so even though na NDC na mkurase e ka say wo do nsa ko tie fidie no so a wonyim kura wo bepon akora no beba
NDC for na kwa
wo benya cancer yes wo na mkurase e na yes ayi no nyame ncha de opposition put pressure ma ye hu say there's wisdom e wo mu say so wo mpese e be wi aba no wo mpese obi e be wagadere double voting dia biometric verification e say ba ye de nyame say opposition force ama eba now they are say we be akwa make sure say there was quite be say you go there fidie betimi aba be si ho na ya ka kire say asay ye there fidie betimi aba gu ho na ye mfa wo staff wa be operate yi no because Graza North e wo me constituency Romanka si fie ma bo aben tanko ye there fidie no kokosi ho I think 10 days.
Pilot.
No. This ID
national
identification.
But no way different.
Brown for there and one more this time one more 10 days from the man. One more if you go registration center be 5 days time and sana o medin crofo ko.
Okay.
I didn't say 10 days.
Minister in the days to come, yeah, so be boan education.
Very good. Emma obia anya frakadam. Emma obia betime register. One register untimi to aba no. One
register untimi to aba. Edu ayi na be boa. Ama education etimi akose na no pay enkomo na ha na ye de be so na se enkomo Major retired Derek Oduro. Salute you, sir.
Yeah, I take it.
Yes, sir.
Uncle Uncle Barisa special force.
MP4. Graza Northern Africa Mara National Youth Organizer. Very prodigal son. Very prodigal. Then I'm saying Kamea Yami for body show. So was your one Russia for type of missing British trained soldier, Edgar Hill, swinging arms, chin in, chest out. Say.
Oh, come back.
Sorry,
more interest no yama you see you have be any we ya opa program to an yanko soldier training special force training
special force training ever so enter ye konia basisi I don't nyina ase